welcome to today's League of Legends sneak peek episode where we cover the games that are going to take place tomorrow that I will go over in my League of Legends roundup. I'll wake up early and watch the games. Comment down below with who you think will win. Not only pick the winner, but also how you think the series is going to go, 2-0 or 2-1. If you'll notice at the top comment, I have the standings. I'm going to keep a tally of how everybody does. So in this video, we just quickly go over maybe win cons or how these teams might have a chance to win, what they have to do, look back at the last game, and, go from there. So different than the last few days, we have week 2, day 2, as the first day where we have poor matchups. LGD versus JDG. Sorry about that. I forgot to put down the rankings. So, like I said, LGD versus JDG. JDG I had 18th on last Thursday when I had my power rankings video come out. Now I have them still 18th, but they will move on Thursday. LGD comes into this, and I have written pray because I don't see a way in hell this team beats JDG. It could happen, and that would say a lot about JDG at this point. But LGD, every role is just not as good. I mean, the advantage with LGD is that they could start a bunch of different players, and we don't know who's going to play. Hopefully they can throw JDG a curveball. I thought JDG looked really good against top. Kanavi looked really good. 369 in Game 3 was massive. And I don't think LGD have an answer for that. I really don't. Comment down below if you think JDG could falter or LGD could come out, even with a game. How do you think that might occur? Series 2 between Top and Team World Elite, Team We. Top, like I said, lost to JDG. JDG really hamstrung Top by banning 80 carries, all 5 bans in the first 2 games, I'm pretty sure. Definitely the first one, and I think the second one as well. So I've written, Top, figure out your bot draft, as in, what is plan A, B, C, D, E, F? I have to count the letters. I'm not going to, but literally, what's your plan F in bot? Hopefully obviously who plans for plan F, but they need a plan. Figure out your bot draft or figure out how to draft so you have a bot laner in the first rotation. That was a problem. TN looked really good in Game 2 to match Kanavi, which allowed them to get to Game 3, but Wayward left a lot to be desired. Even Knight, Game 3 was okay, but I believe he picked the Vex into the Ahri, which is actually not a good matchup for the Vex. We saw that at MSI. It became a losing matchup, 2-7 out of 9 games at the highest level. So that's not the play. Even if Lissandra is banned, then you have to ban the Ahri. You need to have an answer, and the Vex is not it. When it comes to World Elite, it's similar to LGD, except I think that there is a way that Team World Elite has a good mid laner. Whether they pick Shanks or Xie to play, both are good. Both are probably in the upper half of the LPL in mid. So, Knight is very good. I think he's in my top 5 video, I think I had him number 2 in the world at mid. And so, it's tough. If you can get them on Ahri, you first pick for Shanks or Xie, whether it's Ahri or Lissandra or LeBlanc, one of these power picks. Galio looks really good. Swain looks really good. Today, FPX and Care was able to use Swain even in a loss at quite a high level. We've seen that pick do well. Maybe that's something they have to look at. Top faltered early on in the last split. Midway through spring, they were struggling. I could see it happening again. But when it comes to the other roles, really, Team We doesn't give me much. They have a new bot lane, but the bot lane for Top, it's hard to really gauge how they did against JDG because there were so many bans. It's crazy that their other roles did not take advantage. Neither solo laner really took advantage of their opportunity. Wayward, I think, actually lost on Gwen in Game 1. So, that's weird, too. Leaving the Gwen up and losing on it that right now is first pick. So, we'll see how Top does. Comment down below, how do you think Team We might be able to take this over Top? Like I said, predict how many games, the winners, and check out the top comment to see the standings. I also earlier today did a news and notes video, a video about G2 and EG, as well as a recap of this morning's LPL games for me on the East Coast. Could be yesterday for you or whatever. And so if you missed those, I believe, what was the second series? EDG and Weibo. Weibo and EDG, which was two good games that we went over. So if you want to look at that, look at that. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.